Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, let's take a look again on the euro currency. So you can see slowly but actually stubbornly market is going lower. Although personally for me, I'm not really very happy with this performance, just because when you're dealing with a double repo, you are counting on a bit straightforward actions, a bit faster and more thrusty. So because when the double repo is forming, it means that short-term bulls capitulation, I mean the double repo sell. And actually that's mostly eliminates all buying orders in the nearer space around the current price level, which actually led market to just triggering the stops of the bulls right there, so letting them to accelerate down. Here with this double repo we have a bit different type of action. Well, sometimes double repo works as you could see here, but it's always, well, it's a bit more nervousness than in its normal behavior. That's why in the current circumstances, if you have taken the short position here, control risk. So when you see that the chances to move stops at the break-even, move stops to the break-even, because this type of action, it's not really very, well, not very typical, not very good for this performance. It doesn't mean that double repo will not work or it will not reach the target, but it just makes double repo not as perfect as it could be. And correspondingly, since you do not have the perfect pattern, you need to take some steps to control your risk. It's better than usual. So perfect double repo would be if after the confirmation maybe this minor retracement could happen, and then we should get a nasty downside candle. That is how usually double repo works. Here you could see a bit different action. So now it's difficult to say what the reasons are. So yesterday we've got the numbers on the inflation. It's mostly today, tomorrow hardly will get something really important statistics, so market mostly stands on its own. Maybe reasons with the really very strong action is that double repo currently is not some kind of the short-term changing of the sentiment, but mostly just technical results and byproduct of the strong resistance on the weekly chart. And as market still keeps the strong sentiment, and overall momentum stands strong, that doesn't let market to show, well, more strong pace to the downside. That might be the reason. Whatever it will be, just keep an eye on and protect your position as soon as possible. So here what we have, actually if everything will go properly, we should get kind of the ABCD pattern with the target around the OP 111 26. That will be nearest destination point. Our preferable, and this we would like to get it, so you can see XOP around 110.63, which is actually agrees with the 50% support of the whole thrust. This is, I would say, theoretically perfect target of the double repo, but with this type of action, as I actually talked about this already, that it would be better to focus first on the 111.05, 111.15 area, that it seems it has more chances to be reached. So because this is also confluence support on lower time frame. On the hourly chart, you could see that additionally we have another extensions. This is what we have on the follow time frame chart. On the hourly chart, let's take a look. We have this minor ABCD as well. The OP already has been completed yesterday, so it's been tested. As you can see, it also was in agreement with the nearest support area, 11.75. Then we get the pullback, and XOP will stand right at the same point where this big OP stands. So we have the cluster of targets around it, 130, 111.30. So ABCD, OP, minor, initial ABCD, XOP, and all the stuff right around the confluence. So not quite together with the confluence, slightly above it, but still this will be, as you understand, very strong support cluster, and that's the reason why I call every time to pay attention to it. This is definitely the point where you should think about the closing of the at least some parts of your position. Because XOP around 110.50, that's great story, but as you understand, the chances in the current situation seems not very significant that it will be reached. So that's why around 111.30 makes sense to close at least the half of your position, maybe even a bit more. And you could keep the rest if you would like to, trying to get to 10.50 as well. So currently, guys, that's all that we have. Currently, market actually, although looks a bit choppy, but still holds well at the double ripple pattern. So let's just keep watching and see how the story will be over.